Hold please. 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 Hold please.
Hello, babes. Hi, happy Thursday, and welcome to another Bella After Dark. I feel like I got too much lights on around here for it to be Bella After Dark. It's like Bella in the daylight with all these lights on. So let's tone it down just a little bit. Okay, just a little bit. Like, I don't want to turn all the lights off, but some of them. Okay, let me wipe this mirror because I know some of you were saying that I was a little dark last time, so want to make sure you can see me well. Hello, babes. Hi. I'm gonna turn the light back on because it did look really dark, at least to me. Hi, everybody. Hope everyone is well. Happy Thursday to you all. Let me tell you, today was a day. So let me start by saying that I have been working on this video, which I hope you all will enjoy. But I've been working on it for the past 3 days. Not that it's that extensive, not that, there was a lot of complexity to it. None of that. None of that is the issue. The issue is that my computer is full. For some reason, although I'm thinking I'm erasing stuff and I'm like, deleting stuff as I go, it's being held somewhere in cache, in my cloud, somewhere. And it's not allowing me to upload my videos. So I filmed 2. And I finally think that I have the one that I want to show you first. I finally think that I have it all ready to go and getting ready to upload it. And now it's just freezing. It's not doing anything. It's not uploading. It's not moving. It's not doing anything. So tonight may be another long night for me as I try to work that out and figure this out. But after seeing all of the memes that I've seen, after hearing all of the things that I've heard about this Katt Williams, Shannon Sharpe interview, and now seeing it myself, I thought it would be prudent for me to come on as a Virgo myself and as someone who has on occasion been known to read some people. I thought it would be prudent for me to come on and at least explain why. And I started talking about it a little bit last week as we were talking about another subject, just saying that for Virgos, it takes a lot for us to get to the point where we got to let some people know about themselves. For us, we kind of stifle in a lot and we hold in a lot. And truth be told, we are more emotional than we let forth. However, we gotta keep some of that within ourselves, because 9 times out of 10, a lot of people take that weakness, take that vulnerability, and try to exploit it. So for a lot of Virgos, myself included, we don't let everybody into everything, right? Because not everything is for everybody. So we pick and choose who we want to be vulnerable to, and we pick and choose the moments in which we want to be vulnerable. Always keeping in the back of our minds, like, if you use this against us, if you try to take this for weakness, we are going for the jugular. So what you saw from Katt Williams is that extension of him giving of himself, whether it be on stage or whether it be with other comedians, that giving of generosity to other comedians, to people around him, what have you, and it being taken advantage of. And so when you get to that point where you're just like, you know what, I'm tired of it. And I believe he even said it in the interview. You know, I was tired of seeing people come on here and drag my name or saying untruths, and me not commenting on it. So that was his moment to come on. And from the jump, from the moment Shannon finished his intro of him and, you know, all of his accolades and everything, from the moment he turned it over to Katt, it was Katt Williams's show to run. And you even see at a certain point, he's like pouring the liquor for himself and for Shannon Sharpe. He was like, oh, you know, this is my show now. I'm taking over. And so I had to laugh because I'm like, well, that's typical for a Virgo to come on and now go from the interviewee to the interviewer. And so I just had to come on and just had to tell you all, listen, this is not new. This is something that's been around through the test of time. You've seen it on many of Virgos. Everyone that you know that has been a Virgo, that is a Virgo, they all have these traits. They all have this innate sense that if you mess with us, if you mess with what we know to be true, if you try to attack our integrity or our character or anything like that, you are going to be called to the mat. You're going to be called out for what you have done. So, hey, Ray of Sunshine, I see you're in here. Welcome in. Ladies, someone got one more time, and I'm going to get someone all together. I'm going to warn a supervisor, though, first, so they know that I'm not just coming out left. See, this is the thing. So all signs have this, right? In various degrees. I feel as a Virgo, the dark side to Virgo is that at the end of the day, we just want to get along. Like, we just don't want the drama. We don't want the angst. We don't want it. But if you bring it, oh, we're going to bring it. Oh, we're going to bring it. So I thought it'd be, fun, little tongue in cheek to bring you a little dark side of Virgo, to give you a little insight as to, not just the goody goody parts. And, I'm trying to transpose this because, I'm wearing my little pearl headband and my little pearl earrings. So I thought I'd be really dainty and ladylike as I talk about and dish the dirt on Virgo. So hope you enjoy the accoutrements that come with this. Hey, Andre, what's happening? Hey, how are you? How are you? So we're going to talk a little bit about the dark side of Virgo. Now, first of all, let's be clear. Some of the most ingenious things have been led by Virgos. Take celebrity gossip show TMZ, for example. When it first aired, the little Hollywood clips, saw us caught doing something crazy. Everybody ridiculed the videos. Everybody was like, what is this? A little nothing show. And unbeknownst to me, but as I always do, I try to do a little research, but TMZ was conceived and founded by a Virgo. Harvey Levin, who runs TMZ, is born on September 2nd. And he exemplifies those negative Virgo values and how Virgos make enemies, right? Because again, he pushes those buttons. Virgos are their own ideal, but certain negative traits of Virgos, some of them are very, very secretly insecure, and therefore they can't tolerate other people's faults or sins. It's always those people who lie or copycat it. Remember what Katt said? Lied on them, copycatted on them, and the Virgo is going to be that person that's going to emphatically, deny that they were lying. They're going to come with receipts on how that is not true, and really by point explain how this is not their fault. So, when you think, oh, poor innocent Virgo, they seem insulted or they're always victimized. I know I was talking to someone, they were like, oh, Taraji, was playing the victim role. Like, how many times has she, done roles and paid less than, what she feels that she is owed? But I'm like, yes, that was the maybe 5 millionth and one time. And then it took that one time for her to be like, you know what, I gotta say something, because they're always talking about how they can't do this because of X, or the budgets are Y, and therefore this can't happen. And I've got to come out and call things out. I've got to come out and say what the truth is, because this narrative is being formulated and it's not true. So, yeah, so you always have to kind of temper that with the fact that, what you see in terms of like the Virgo stance and the Virgo persona is always tempered by what has happened to them in the past, what things they have gone through, what issues they may have. And it took that one thing that then kind of null and voids everything else. And then they have to come out and defend what they know to be true. So let me go back to the comments. Oh, hello. Welcome in. Points Blank Travel. Welcome. Ray Sunshine. And they acted that way in front of another person. I'm making my list. See? Make the list. Make it plain. Make it plain. Make it plain. Yes. Welcome. Ray Sunshine said, I could tolerate a lot, but a pest who also has racist tendencies, I don't. Exactly. And again, you can stomach only as much as you can. And I think everybody has that breaking point where they feel like, okay, this now is the straw that broke the camel's back. But I think in terms of like a Virgo, because they are so into their thoughts and into how they are perceived and how they want to be perceived, and they bring out and put forth this narrative, and then you have someone who is going to take that narrative and spin it on its head and say things that are not true about them. They get very, very defensive on that, and they get very upset by that. And I think that's what you saw in the case of Katt Williams. The fact that he's been on many shows. He could have done this on Sherry Shepherd. He could have done this on a host of different talk shows or platforms. But he chose to do it on Shannon Sharpe's show for two reasons. One, some of the people that he was naming had sat on that show because he wanted to make sure that because you did it on this platform, I'm now going to rebuke everything point by point with receipts on this same platform. That's another thing about Virgos. They're very very pointed in their actions. So if you're going to do something on that kind of scale, a Virgo is going to take that and then they're going to put it to the top level. So you did it here, I'm going to do it here. Okay, I'm going to best you. Another thing about a Virgo is that they're very expansive in their vocabulary, and they're also very quick to push the buttons that they know will elicit the reactions that they want. So they're very good at exploiting a person's weakness and then taking it to, like I said, that top level. Because again, it's all about you did this to me, so I'm going to do that to you. So that's one of the things. So again, turn your back on a Virgo and they're going to tell everything and everybody about what you did. They're going to attack your character. They're going to attack your personal stance. If you wear tacky clothes, they're going to attack your tacky clothes. If you have bad breath, or your nails are yellow, or your teeth are yellow, or something's going on, they're going to attack every weakness that they see, and it is their way of staying best on top of what you've done. So if you cut them to the quick, they're going to cut you to the jugular. So you make them bleed a little bit, a Virgo is going to make you bleed a lot. Okay. Negative Virgos, again, almost makes enemies like a hobby, right? They call friendly people condescending and invent cruel names. They have like this whip smart, critical, and analytical mind. So they feel they can see through everybody and everything. And if, you catch them on a wrong moment, that Mercury will flip. And again, a lot of what Virgo is ruled by is Mercury, and Mercury is very hard to contain. So in one mind, you may think that they are very docile and that they are very easy to push over and that they won't bite back. But in reality, they are waiting for that moment to attack. Almost like, remember when Kobe Bryant talked about that Cobra mentality? It is like a Cobra mentality. So a Cobra will sit and they will wait on their enemy, and they will wait until that enemy has a vulnerable moment, and then they will strike out and attack. And that is a lot like how a Virgo's mind works. They sit and they see all of the things that you have done to them, and they see everything, and they're waiting for that one moment where your guard is down, you're not thinking about it, because I've undid all the stuff that I want to do to the Virgo. So she ain't doing nothing or he ain't doing nothing yet. We all good. And then in that moment where your guard is let down, that they a strike. Yes. I can see that. It's very real to him. Yeah, I'm borderline Virgo. A lot of us are. A lot of us are. Or if you look into, your tarots and do like a full reading, you figure out like where your moon is and all of that stuff, you might find that, somewhere in that house that you are a Virgo, or you have Virgo in your chart. A lot of Leos do, a lot of Scorpios do, because again, if you look at the sign of Scorpio and you look at the sign of Virgo, it's the same, just transposed. So a lot of the feelings that are attributed to Scorpio are actual feelings that Virgos exhibit, and vice versa. So a lot of that is really interesting. Um, I had a mother who was very, very much into this. And so from time to time, when stuff comes out and people start talking, and then me and my bestie also talk about signs a lot, because she's a Pisces and I'm a Virgo. And that's also like sort of a yin and yang, because she's water, I'm earth. But together we kind of really make it work harmoniously. And there's a lot of things that we can do like without even talking to each other. And I know what she's thinking and she knows what I'm thinking. So it's very interesting when you have someone who is like the opposite, or what they think is like the opposite sign of you, or a sign that is compatible, but not in like a sexual compatible way, but in like mindset and mind frame and thought patterns. It's very much the same between a Virgo and a Pisces. We think very much alike, even though they're water and we are earth. So okay, so let's continue. So again, we all know Virgos are nitpicky. We're very much workhorses. We like to work around and be around powerful people. We love looking our best and wearing our best, and really, putting forth a great style and fashion sense. Um, a lot of Virgos are very much in that best dressed list. And even the worst dressed and best dressed list, which was created by Richard Blackwell, he was a Virgo. So even if you look at, the critiques of fashion and style, here's this guy, Richard Blackwell, who created the lich mark, which will determine whether or not you are, fashion forward or fashion no. He created that whole uh, style, that whole way of thinking. And it was a lot like, what people have now taken to be like the best dress and all of that, the Joan Rivers of the world and the like, all, kind of took that idea and ran with it. But it was a Virgo that conceived that point and really made it kind of household name. Yeah. Oh no, not the VirgoBella insightful. Damn, don't read me. Yikes. Elsie understand like I'm that fire and herb. Yeah. Listen. This is meant to really give some insight to why Katt Williams went off the way he did, and why a lot of Virgos will wait and suck in all of the things that they might have thought and might have felt, might have been feeling all along, and then, like I said, strike like the cobra, because it's really about biding your time, because you don't need to strike at every opportunity, but when the opportunity does hit, that's when you strike. That's when you move in, and that's when you go for the jugular. That's what it is. That's what it is. Okay. So again, you all know Virgos are competitive. Virgos are very business minded. But the dark side of that is that some, negative Virgos become very much self-conscious and self-critical, so much so that they will go into hiding. Take Greta Garbo, who was born on September 18th, or Michael Jackson, who was born on August 29th. They are so self-critical about themselves that they would rather go into hiding than have you ridicule them. So that's another thing. Also, a lot of Virgos who are negative, the negative traits, also have a propensity for addiction. Take River Phoenix or Amy Winehouse or even Hank Williams, who was born on my birthday. All of these people passed away from substance abuse. Again, because they are so rigid to the outside world, but filled with so much anxiety at home and privately that sometimes they feel for them an escape is to get into substance abuse. Um, you know, you can go into one vein to be negative and to go into addiction and to really, fall into that negative pattern, or you can go the complete opposite and be a health nut, who, really, works at making sure that their body is a temple. And so they don't drink and they don't do drugs and they don't eat snacks and they don't do this and they don't do that because they really want to keep, their body pristine. So you'll see a lot of people who will go the complete opposite route and will focus on just being and maintaining a very rigid and strict dietary guidelines because they want their body to look a certain way and they want to be perceived as a certain way. And so they're going to be very, very strict about how they perceive their health and fitness so that their body is an outward extension of what they want you to feel about them, even though inside they may not be feeling that way. So that's another way that Virgos will try to compensate for what they do. Again, you saw this in the Shannon Sharp interview. He started talking about how he's a very good runner and he can run very, very fast, even though he's not an athletic body. He doesn't have an athletic body and he's not really built like that. And he kept talking about how, he's been 5'5" for most of his life. And so, for them to say that he's on drugs and he's doing that, he's like, no, I value my body as a temple. He said that several times during the interview. I value my body as a temple. So again, that is his way of telling you, no. You perceive me to be this way, but in reality, I am like this. And so again, they're going to always come back with you with receipts or with proof that they are the opposite of what you think they are. So if you notice in the video, he also, says like, to this day, I can, shoot hoops and I can run really, really fast still. And I can do all of these things. And the interview had nothing to do with that. Like nobody even asked him about, how he was in school, if he was involved with sports. Shannon never asked that question. But because, like I said, in his mind, he's thinking about all of the things that have been said about him and all of the things that they have perceived him to have done, like doing drugs, like, being arrested multiple times for drugs and what have you, and that he's on crack, or he's on I think they said he was on meth at one point, or heroin at another point, and he's like, no, I'm small like this. I've always been small like this. I will continue to be small like this. This is not the reason why I'm small. The reason why I'm small is because I work out, I eat right, I treat my body like a temple, and this is the things that I do. So again, when you have a Virgo like that, they're always going to be very pointed in their response to make sure that every answer to every mark or any blemish on their character is also combated and checked off, because in their mind they're checking off every single thing. Okay, they said this, they said that, they said that, so now I am going to make sure that I have an answer for each and everything that was said about me. Again, Virgos will get testy with you if you get testy with them and insult them, if you insult their intelligence, if you insult their belief system of what they believe to be true, and you tell them something completely opposite, they're going to debate you until the cows come home, because they are very concerned about what you're saying and the potential for being wrong in what you're saying. So they are quick to identify what you're doing and saying is wrong, and why that is wrong, why it is so. So again, not being aggressive, they're never going to be aggressive fighters. So they're never going to seek out these things. It is only in response to what has happened and occurred to them. So again, this is the reason why Katt waited all of this time. Like, he's been out for years. These other comedians have been out for years. They have, coexisted or not in their celebrity circles or in their comedy circles. But why go into it now? Why combat them so hard with all of these things? Again, it's because they are agitated by what they have been perceived as. Because remember, perception is a lot to a Virgo, especially if they have put out one persona, and what you are doing by taking that persona and saying something else has happened is basically, one, calling them a liar, two, telling the world that what they thought about Katt Williams or what they thought about this Virgo was not correct. And so they will defend themselves, they will fight that, and they will win, because they are not the person that you want to fight with. They are their own worst enemies, and they are critical of themselves, but they're even more critical when you criticize them. And so when in an argument with a Virgo, it's best to just leave it alone, because the way that they come back at you, the way they are going to point out every little thing. Now, this may have been from 2 weeks ago. It could have been from 2 months ago. It could have been from 10 years ago. Doesn't matter. They're going to pull it all out. I remember seeing a Instagram where this young lady was like, of course I'm a Virgo. I have like every cell phone that I've ever had with all of my receipts on it. And she like pulls out all of these cell phones. And I started to laugh, because I'm like, in my closet, I have like all of my old cell phones. Why do I have all my cell phones? I don't know. But if I needed to, I can probably pull up some receipts of my own. But that's the mentality. Like, you have to understand that we We want to be right, and we will stand on that right for days, for years, for centuries. It's just in our nature. It's just in our nature to really be combative like that because of what we feel inherently is right and true. So I really, got a chuckle out of this whole interview because in every case in point, it was like Katt was being deliberate and making sure that everyone who has ever wronged him in his entire career, and he went back to interviews he did for things decades ago, decades and decades ago, and made sure to point out the disparities in that interview, what that interviewer did right or wrong, and making sure that the record is clear. Now, where it goes after that, who knows? One only knows what's going to happen after all of that. But I got such a chuckle out of all of these things that came out because, Virgos are not stupid and they know what it is. If you challenging them and you're trying to call them out or what have you, they're going to make sure that they are going to have the last word, right? And so when you say things like, oh, they are on drugs or what have you, they are going to make sure that no, this is why, this happened, not because of what Sarah said, but because this happened. So they are going to really make sure that they have the last word in everything. Another thing I think is important to know about Virgos is that they have the power, right? Or they believe that they have the power, right? They really feel like if they are in control of the situation, then they can control the movements, which is why I said from the beginning, it stopped being Shannon Sharp's show and started being Katt Williams's show. Because for the moment he came on and he started talking, he took over. Like, yeah, Shannon asked questions, what have you, but Katt Williams directed how the interview was going to go. He directed that course from beginning to the end and made sure that in the beginning he came out on top and at the end of that interview he came out on top. They are very good strategists. They are very good influencers, and they usually have very, very long careers where they have been the dominant throughout the career, or at least through most of their career, they have been the dominant. So they're very good at standing their ground and dictating how things are going to go, what things are going to happen, how things are going to move and flow. So I really, really enjoyed it. If you watched the video and the interview, let me know whether it's in the chat or in the comment section. Let me know what you thought about it. I really thought it was a very insightful look into a mind of a Virgo. It really kind of helped me crystallize some things that I thought personally about Katt Williams, and also helped dissuade some things that I thought about Katt Williams. I was like, well, maybe he's not so, loony after all. He is crazy as a fox. Because again, he really showed how masterful he was at pushing and pulling the right buttons to get the outcome that he wanted. And that's the basis of a Virgo, making sure that at the end of the day, what's being said, the narrative that's being played is one that they have scripted, not the one you've scripted for them, but the one they script for themselves. So that was it. That was it. Ray said, very interesting now how people trying to find folks in the woodwork to come back at him while hiding their hands, but they better watch out. I'm very sure he has more receipts. Absolutely. Absolutely. He said a lot of things. And then he said he could say a lot more things. And he kept saying that too in the interview, that he has a lot more things that he could say, but he's not going to say. So again, he was telling them in not so certain terms, back off, because at the end of the day, I have more dirt on you than you think you might have on me. And so I know that they were trying to get people to kind of say things and change the narrative. But again, I think what was persuasive to me and probably a lot of people was the fact that he really has no skin in the game. He could have really just not said anything and people could believe what they want. But because he came out with receipts that nobody to this day has been able to refute, people are more apt to believe him because they're like, okay, well, here it is, all these big comedians, all these big people, they can't refute what he said at all. Oh yeah, he's got all their receipts. He's not going to share everything. He was very calculated about how much he wanted to share. Again, another trait of a Virgo. I'm not going to tell you everything, because then when they come back, I'm going to need something else. I'm going to need more things to pull out. And I'm going to keep doling just enough receipts, just enough commentary, just enough factoids to keep you, at the edge of your seat. Like, oh my God, he said, oh my God, he said that, oh my God. That's the reason why 2 weeks later, we are still talking about this, because the way he was so calculating and how he strategically went through each and every point and just blew it all away. He really just blew it out the water. Yeah. And if anything, doing it before his comedy special, where he's going out on the road, and I think he's trying to like put people on to go out on the road with, and I think now he's doing some dates with Kevin Hart's former wife. So that ought to be really interesting, because she's been waiting to grind him up and spit him out for a hot minute. So that's going to be very, very interesting when they go out. I might just buy a ticket, because that might be the comedy special for the ages, honey. Because she has an axe to grind, because she don't like that and Nico person anyway. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be interesting, to say the least. So I didn't want to leave. Hey, I thought you were sleeping. Hey, TT. Welcome in, my TT. Welcome in. So we just went on a whole diatribe about Virgos, but I didn't want to leave you all without giving a special nod to those ladies in the salmon pink and apple green. As you know, we are going to be celebrating our 116th Founders Day this Monday, January 15th. And yes, she's a comic. Yes, she's a comic. She is. She's starting late in the game because, again, she had to raise their kids and what have you. But yeah, she's a comic. And I hear she's pretty good. I've never heard her, but I hear she's pretty good. Oh, you were eating? Okay. So wanted to give a special shout out to my fellow sorors of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated on our 116th Founders Day. We've been doing this social media push every day as we lead up to it. And I forgot to post yesterday, but yesterday was supposed to be a post about why we became an AKA, or why we chose AKA. And that always, you know, gives me a pause, because I feel like I didn't choose AKA, like AKA chose me, in the sense that, yes, I did, approach someone and say that I was interested in the sorority, but I feel like I did the work to be chosen. I got good grades. I was active in community service. I was doing what I needed to do, for work and for my family. I felt that the ideals and the beliefs that Alpha Kappa Alpha as an institution upholds are things that I hold dear and that I value. And so I feel like they chose me to be a part of that because they saw in me the things that they also strive to do and strive to achieve. So I feel very, very blessed and very, very lucky to have been in this. Oh, I should be on the new Roku. Oh, look at you, all fancy. I want to get a new TV too. So let me know how you're loving your Roku, because I am in the market to get a new TV. I've had this TV for a while, and so I'm ready to kind of upgrade. This one I want to put down in the bonus bedroom where Dream is currently. That's our that's the bonus bedroom, guest bedroom, or whatever you call it. So I want to put the TV that I have in my beauty room down there, and I want to get a slightly bigger TV for up here. I don't know if I want to hook it onto the wall, or if I want to have it on the table. Maybe I want to move the table. I don't know. I want to do a couple of things more in this room. I'm even thinking about getting a new lounger for this room. Right now, I have my old Chase lounge that I had in the living room. So now I'm thinking about maybe moving that. But yeah, I'm thinking about doing like a couple of cosmetic changes. I love my new bookshelf and all the things that are there. I think it's, coming along really, really nicely. I have some candles. Oh, and I'm lighting, in honor of talking about Virgos tonight, I'm lighting my Not Down to Earth candle, which is the candle from Forever Mood. That was like the horoscopes. So they did like a whole collection for all the horoscopes, and this was ours. It's green. And let me tell you the notes in here, and then we'll get back to AKA. So Not Down to Earth is top notes are fir needles, eucalyptus, slight citrus. Heart notes, so that's the center notes. That is clove, cinnamon, apple, ginger, orange flower, and basil. I'm always attracted to these orange scents. I didn't know that about me, but in every case, there's always like 2 or 3 scents in my candles that mimic what I like in my fragrances. Who knew that about me? But there you go. And then the base notes are oblanthium, sandalwood. That's another key scent that I love. Vanilla, another key scent that I love. And it's perfect for the wintertime. And I'm actually going to do like a winter fragrance vanilla video. I think it's probably going to be like a short, but I wanted to kind of talk about it because there's a lot of fragrances that I have, and I didn't realize that the fragrances that I love so much are also containing vanilla in it as like either a base note or as one of the top notes. Who knew? So that is in there. Patchouli is in there. Vetiver is in there, and tonka. Very, very good. Very, very good. Awesome. I love it. A Christmas present from Doc and Jackie. Oh, you got a Christmas present from Doc and Jackie? You got candles? What kind of candles did you get? Yes, Coco TV. Hey, sis. Oh, wait. Hold, please. That is one of my gifts from Coco TTV. Oh my gosh, look. I told you it was going to have a prominent place. So she got me this placard, some beautiful, beautiful earrings that I'm actually going to be wearing. I think tomorrow, but definitely this weekend on our Founders Day weekend because they have pearls. So, so pretty. But I'm wearing those, and then she gave me this cute little makeup bag as well. So, so cute. I'm like, oh my God, I'm always giving out gifts to everybody. So it was just a shock that somebody like actually sent me a gift for Christmas. So thank you so much, and welcome in, Coco. Welcome in, welcome in. So yeah, so during this weekend, I am actually going somewhere every day this weekend. So tomorrow we have sort of like a kickoff. It's something that my big sister in AKA, she was my graduate advisor when I was first made through undergrad. She was my one of my graduate advisors. And so she does this party every year, and I've been going every year that she did it. And so I'm going tomorrow night. So that's one. And then Saturday, we have our chapter meeting. So going for that. And then I think we might do like a dinner or something afterwards. We usually go out for like a little dinner afterwards. A couple of sorors will just go. But Sunday, I have a brunch to go to that is being done by my former graduate chapter in New Haven. So I'm going to that. And then Monday, there's a day party, and before the day party, there's a community service. So I want to go to the community service and then go to the day party after that. So on Tuesday, I'm going to be exhausted and probably sitting in a tub of Epsom salt. Absolutely, absolutely. We'll be sitting in some Epsom salt. Coco T TV says there was a few gems in that Katt interview that made me know he was a Virgo. I had to Google to validate it, but I just knew. Yeah, listen, Coco, we talked about this in the first part, and I'm gonna tell you, like my bestie, who's a Pisces, hit me up, and she was like, "Why your Virgo cat had to go out and do that?" And I was like, "Because they was messing with him. Because they were," and I hadn't even watched at that point. I hadn't even watched the interview yet, and I was like, I know exactly why he did it. He did it because they have been messing with him for years. They've always been talking about him. Like, I've heard the rumors, oh, he's on drugs, oh, he's doing this, oh, he's doing that. And he got tired of it. And like I said last week, they hit that mountain of festivity that he was climbing, and he hit that peak of festivity and looked at it and said, "Not today, Satan." And then he went and let have. And that happens all the time. It happened with me on my show. You know, you mess with it, and mess with it. But for me, what takes me there quick is not just messing with me. But if you mess with my family member who's not going to fight you back, who's not going to answer you back. My biggest fight that I've ever had to do was with my daughter, or for my daughter, or in defense of my daughter, so to speak, because she was a Cancer. And so she would never fight back, never fight back. And I'm like, oh, I fight back. You know that T-Pain, you know that T-Pain song, "Talk to Me, I'll talk back." That's me. That's me. That's me all day. So you want to pick on her because she's going to take it, she's going to hide, she's going to cry, and then she's going to call me. And when she called me, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to take it up. I'm going to take it up for her. And so I got it. I get it. And there's been many times where I had to defend others. You know, my little bestie is 4'11". And I see sorors, you know, walk past her and brush past her like they don't see her standing there, or they don't see her sitting there, or, you know, they just, you know, bump into her without, you know, saying excuse me or anything. And I'm like, excuse me, do you not see her standing there? And she be like, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. And especially now that we are silver stars, because we have been, to be a silver star, you have been in the sorority for over 25 years. That is a milestone. That is actually the first milestone. The second milestone is when you achieve 50 years. And then, which my former graduate advisor, she's almost there. She's almost there. But that's the next rung, when you've reached 50 years. And then after that, there's 65 years, right? After golden, you've reached pearl status. And then the last step is 75 years, and you have reached diamond. So at that point, when you are 75 and 25 years in, there's just certain things that just needs to happen. It needs to happen always, but definitely as you reach these milestones, definitely these things need to happen. Common courtesy needs to happen throughout, no matter where you are and who you are. Because your mama taught you better than that. Your daddy taught you better than that. Your family taught you better than that. You don't just brush past people. You don't just push your way into an elevator where there's an elderly person that's waiting. Okay. You give them the common courtesy of letting them into the elevator first, or out of the elevator first. Okay. You don't brush past them. If they're on the escalator and, you know, they're blocking your way, you can say, excuse me, or better yet, you can wait, because the escalator will get to the top eventually. And it's not, you know, going to take you a long time to do so. So I'm always of the mindset where no matter where I am and no matter who I am with, I always show deference and show reverence to those who are older than me. It's just common courtesy. It's just common decency. And so I don't do that. I don't do that at all. So everybody saying hi, see the highs. Yeah. Hey, Big Daddy. Always give me a tickle. I used to say that to him. Hey, Big Daddy. Phew, those cancers, low key, they just don't rock with you anymore, but very sensitive, sweethearts, though. Yeah, very, very sensitive, very much like the crabs that they're named after. Hard shell on the outside, but inside they're just mush. They're just mush. And that's just the way it goes. And they will act like they are tough guys. They're not. They're not at all. They're not at all. Keyboard gangsters. Keyboard gangster. Well, a lot of them now are keyboard gangsters. But yeah, so going out every day this week, trying to gear up, trying to, you know, fortify myself, because I already know it's going to be a long weekend of shenanigans. I have different outfits already planned. I finally got my boots. Okay. So guys, I had ordered these boots, I want to say maybe a week before Christmas. Might have been 2 weeks before Christmas. I had ordered them. and they went on sale. I was stuck. That's another thing a Virgo will do. When I see something that I like, but I see the price that I don't like, and I think, oh yeah, I could probably get that on sale, I will stalk it. Now, I usually don't miss out when I stalk things. I did miss out on one thing, and I'm kicking myself because I knew when to pull the trigger and I didn't, and it slipped away from me. So that was one thing. But by and large, I pretty much get what I want by stalking it, waiting for it to go down in price, and then pouncing on it. Again, that Cobra mentality, right? Stalking, 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 waiting, 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 pounce. So that's what I did. So I pounced on these boots. They're beautiful boots, by the way. Beautiful, beautiful boots. I should show you. Oh, please, let me show it to you. Oh, please. So let me show you my boots. Okay, so one of the things I love is to get something on sale, and when my stocking ability gleans something that I really, really love. Now, I was also looking at some other boots that had it was like a brocade with pink and green and like a little bit of cream in it. And it also had like rhinestones on the side. And then I saw them in person and I was like, they're just a little too busy for my taste. I like clean lines. It can have a little dazzle with it or what have you, but I needed to look aesthetically pleasing. And in person, they just looked a little too busy for me. So then I saw these and I was like, okay, perfect. Because I wanted knee length boots that kind of had like this marabou fur all the way up. But again, I was like, what if they're like the brocade boots and when I see them in person, I'm not going to like them, but they were online boots and also by a designer that I never used before. So that's also like, ooh, I don't know. Are they going to cut small? They're going to be cut big. Are they going to pinch? I have no history with this brand. So I was like, no. But I saw these, and these are Michael Kors. And I saw them in person, and I was like, okay, yeah, I could do that. They were at Nordstrom's, and then I actually got them on Nordstrom. No, I didn't get them on Nordstrom's. I got them on Michael Kors' site, and they were on sale. And then the sale, they were marked down. And I was like, now's the time to strike. And so I did. So what color? Now you know. I gotta pull it out. So much anticipation. I gotta pull it out, Ray of Sunshine. I gotta pull out the backstory and let y'all know, set up the story right. But here they are. Are these not adorable? This heel is fire. I've had Michael Kors shoes before. I think I've had even boots by him before. So they run pretty true to size, but when getting booties, I like to get a size bigger just because I might wear socks with them. I might wear tights with them, but that are thick. And I'm just obsessed with this marabou fur or feathers or whatever they call them. I'm just like, now by themselves with just this, they're fire alone, but with the fur, with the fringe, it's like flames coming out. So cute. So cute. So put my feet in there and then they kind of splay out. So cute. So I'm thinking about wearing them tomorrow, but I might wear these for a chapter meeting. The reason why, of course. And here's the thing, I don't have any solid pink boots. I've never owned any pink boots. And I own a pair now of green boots. But I was like, how do I not have a pair of pink boots? And so I actually thought these were going to be a lighter pink than they actually are, because on the pictures, they seem light. And even the one that I saw in store looked a little lighter than these, but I'm not complaining because I love the color. What I'm wearing on Saturday is pink anyway. And so it's not the same pink as this, but I think it'll go. I should have brought the dress. But I think it'll go together. If not, I've had plenty of pink dresses in my closet from which to pull from. So I got those. And then I had the pink shoes that I wore on my birthday. Those are the Christian Louboutins. So I'm thinking about wearing those tomorrow because I'm wearing my pink leather pants and then my black, because it's supposed to be sequins. So I'm wearing my sequin '08 jacket. I have two sequin AKA things. One is like a jersey top and the other is this jacket. And I'm going with the jacket because I'm going to wear a black top. I think I've shown it to you guys. I took a picture or something with it, but it has like those big bows and it is black and it's like see-through. So I'm going to wear that with the pants, and then the jacket has black with pink and green. So it'll all kind of coordinate together. And so I was thinking to wear my pink shoes with that. So, from the bottom up, it'll be all pink and then a little bit of green in there and black. So that's what I'm thinking of wearing tomorrow. And then Saturday, like I said, I'm going to wear pink with pearls. Maybe these earrings, maybe not sure yet. And then these shoes, most likely. And then for Sunday's brunch, it's supposed to be black with pink and green accents. So I have some Valentino shoes and I have a Valentino bag, both pink and green. So I'm going to wear those with a black dress. So that's going to be my black with the pink and green accents. And then for the party on Monday, I have like this black pants tomorrow. So it's going to be pink leather pants tomorrow with a black top and my sequin jacket. It's going to be a dress on Saturday and another dress on Sunday, black dress on Sunday with pink and green accents. And then on Monday, I'm going to wear a pink sweater dress and either these boots again or what else would I wear? I think I should wear those boots with that one. So yeah, no Sunday sips because brunch is from 2 to 4. So it's right in line with Sunday sips. But you'll have some great vlogs from me because I'll be going out all this weekend. Like busy, busy, busy. So yes, that's my weekend, more or less. Hopefully I make it through and hit all of the different things because that's a lot for your Bella to do. And you know me, I be tired. I be tired. So I'm gonna try and like do my hair because I've been doing my own hair these days. Just because I don't feel like sitting in a salon getting my hair done. So I'm going to do my own color tomorrow and I'm using something new. I'm using a keratin infused color, which I was told is supposed to be more fortifying for the hair and it doesn't dry out your hair as much as the traditional dyes. So I'm trying that tomorrow. Um, so hopefully all goes well, following all the instructions, even the pre-steps, doing all that. And then, just curling my hair. Maybe I'll throw some wand curls in it since it's going to be a nighttime thing and do like, a little curly thing with my hair. So we'll see. We'll see how that ends up. And then if that holds out well, then I will just keep doing that for the rest of the weekend. So we'll see. Me too. However, I do have someone wash and blow dry. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that, like maybe going to somebody and just letting them put the color in for me and wash and blow dry. But I just don't want to be in the salon all freaking day. I'm like, I have no patience now. That's what I'm learning about me. Like I have no patience now to sit and have this long drawn out thing. Like I love my hairdresser. I really do. Like she's sweet, but she takes too long. She takes way too long. And I don't have that kind of time. So I'm gonna do that. Plus, I figure I do my own makeup. Might as well do my own hair. Might as well do my own hair. So that's what's going on this weekend. So lots of busy things, lots of stuff. It's like a job without getting paid. Yes, it's exactly that. It's exactly that. It's exactly that. Even AKA is like a job without getting paid. Absolutely. Absolutely. And that's another thing. Like I was going on, to talk about this and the fact that I'm coming on my 28th year of being a member of the sorority. And I feel like I'm at a point now where I can let go. Like I can let others do things. I don't have to do everything. I don't have to be in every meeting. I don't have to be on every committee. I don't have to do so much. I can, at this stage, pick and choose what I want to do. I've been on the executive board, meaning I've been in one of the executive positions in my chapters for almost as long as I've been a member. So when I came into the sorority, I was a member of the executive board just because of the nature of the makeup of my chapter, that we didn't have that many people. And then I quickly rose to be the president of my undergrad chapter. So I did that for a number of years. And then I went on to be in a graduate chapter. And then as a graduate chapter, I was on the executive board for multiple roles. And then I left my chapter, which I'm back with now, to go to another chapter. And I was on their e-board for almost 6 years. And then I came back to my chapter now. And for the first time, I'm not on I'm chairing committees, but I'm not on the executive board. So I don't have to go to all of those executive meetings. But I'll tell you, even being a chair of something, you've got to make the meetings, you've got to do all of the back work, for things. And I'm like, I'm the type of person, I take it all on and I do everything. And so I've been learning now, because of my job, because of, I have to delegate at my job. I have to now learn to delegate in my committees as well. And so I delegated a number of things to other people on the committees to do. And even, on Saturday for chapter meeting, I am the chair of the repast food for that month for January. And because it's also our Founders Month, we get a cake, we do all of these, special things. And I'm like, nope, I'm delegating. You do this, you do this, you do this, you do this. And I'm not trying to do it all myself and put it all on myself. So that has been a push-pull thing for me, because it's hard to let go when you've been used to doing all of these things. And I find now that I need to do it. And once I do it, I'm like, okay, you fly with it, you get it done. I'm not going to bird dog you. I'm not going to question it. Whatever happens, happens. If it pass, fail, whatever, it's all on you guys. I cannot be that anal and that helicopter soror that's like flying around making sure everybody gets stuff done. We're all adults here. We all know what jobs we need to do. We all just need to do it. And so that's what I'm learning more about myself in this year, is letting go and being okay with letting go. Because you have to. You cannot watch and bird dog every situation. Yeah, just have fun. I just want to be like, I talked to another sorority sister of mine about this, and she's a Scorpio, and she also has this issue with letting go and always being the chair of stuff and always leading stuff. And she was like, no, this year I'm letting go of everything. I want to sit back. I want to enjoy, just like everybody else gets to come in and sit down and enjoy. And I was like, you are absolutely right. At this stage in our life, we should not be working harder. We should not be doing more. We should be doing less. We should be teaching the others how to do these things so that we are not, the onus is not on us. These are going to be the future leaders of our sorority and of our chapter. We need to give them the tools to let them lead. It's not all on us. Hey, P and Q, welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah. You learned that this year. Understanding is not always going to be perfect. I can't control everything. That's the Virgo in you. That's that part Virgo in you. You can't control everything. Well, you can. If you do it all, you can control everything. But again, people are not going to learn if they don't do. And you learn by doing. You learn by trial and error. You learn by getting in there and doing the same things I do. Great. Sure, you're not going to do it the same way I do it, because you're going to put your own spin to things. But maybe that's what it needs, is your own spin to things. Who knows? Your spin could be better than my spin. Your way and your approach to do things might be better. Prime example, before this, Bella After Dark, I did have a meeting, and I was about to do some things as a takeaway in that meeting. I was like, whoa, no. I started delegating. Nope, you do this, you do that, you do this. And they were like, okay, Zora, we got it. So yeah, that's what I have to do. I have to be comfortable with letting go. I can if I can do it all. I can. One of the things that I am trying to learn more about myself is why do I continually put myself in situations where I have to do more than what I need to do? Why am I putting myself in situations where I need to exert more energy, where I need to exert more time, where I need to invest more attention? What I'm sipping on, I am sipping on the last of my bourbon drink that I was drinking, and I let it get a little watery, so it's mostly water now. But it was quite enjoyable. I've got those um, slow melting ice. So it's been sitting there for how about on hour and 22 minutes. It's been sitting there for an hour and 22 minutes. So of course it melted, but I really like those ice. And I've figured out because if you use regular water, it's just like it's not as good as if you use like the distilled water. So I have to get some distilled water and then use this because the ice is so good. And I got like different shapes. I got the round shape, like a ball. Then we have the squared shape, like really squared ice. And then I have like some other different shapes. But yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. It's very mellow. It's very easy. And I find if I have just one before dinner or after dinner, good, good, good. You have some Kentucky bourbon cake from the Ooh, that sounds good. Mm, I'll just finish it because it's mostly water now. But yeah. Juice of flavored water. Now, okay, I was approached by a company that does flavored water. It's not hint. It's not hint, but they approached me to do some integrations in my upcoming videos. So I'm working on that. So fingers crossed that it all goes well. But we're in negotiation stages now, so I can't tell you like what the thing is, but hopefully if it comes out, it should be interesting. I'm going to try it first for a while so I can say, whether I really like it or not. But that might be something good. So him might be out of business for me for a minute. Yeah, nice if it all goes well. Yeah. What other thing? Oh, so another thing, when I came on, I was talking to you about trying on new products and the fact that I've been trying to upload this video. And so one of the things that I tried was a drugstore uh, mascara primer and a drugstore mascara. And then I also got a drugstore lip product. So I'm thinking that we might be doing a little head-to-head battle, drugstore versus luxury, because one of the things that I got as a lip product is the same kind of product that I got from Gucci. So I'm like, that might be a good little segment. So I'm gonna tape it and I might do it as a short. But if that goes well, then maybe we'll do like a little segment here on Brown Girl Bella where we do drugstore versus luxury, which is better. So I have some drugstore stuff that I'm trying, and I have some luxury stuff that I'm trying. So we'll see. We'll see. And also, shout out to my makeup. I'm going to put all the details in the description box below. However, I have to say, came out pretty good. And I didn't put any highlight on. I used the Summer Fridays, which we got in the Coat Beauty Box, the CC Me Serum. So that's what you see as like the highlight. And then I used a little bit of Cover FX. Remember those? Remember when these came out? I'm digging in my stash a lot lately, and I'm coming up with all of these really cool things. Even my eye makeup is all peach inspired, because you know peach is the color this year. So I'm thinking about even filming a peach look because I love how this came out. Really, really pretty. I used a combination of Natasha Denona, the Zendo palette, and I used these three colors here, all peachy and mauve colors. And then I used a little bit of my Viseart. You know, I love Viseart. It's one of my favorite eyeshadow palettes to use. And so I used this one. I used this color in the inner corner. And so I was like, oh, this is a cute look. And since we have peach as our Pantone color of the year, we definitely have to do a little peach, please. Let's call it something else than drug. Probably, perhaps pharmacy. You have such a youthful look. Eyeshadow is cute. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, we can. We can. We can think of some cute names. Maybe we put it as a community thing. What kind of battle do you want to see? It's an interesting idea. Okay. All right, Ray of Sunshine. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's put it up to a poll. See what you all think. And then on the lips, and it's dying out now. I'm loving these YSL candy glaze. Oh my gosh. These are like so good. They are part lip gloss because they're very, very glossy, part lip balm. It's like the perfect hybrid marriage, and they smell so good. They smell like candy. So it smells like something you want to eat. However, it's very moisturizing for the lips. It's perfect for days like this when it's like cold outside and your lips are a little dry from going in and out, in the elements. So hydrating. And I have 3 full sizes of these to play with. This one. And then I have the like tawny brown. It's like a fudgy brown color. It's so pretty. And then I have one that's like a pinky brown. So cute. I love this too. It's like such a pretty color. It's like my lips, right? So when I put it on, it looks like my lips plussed up. So cute. And I actually wore it in the video that I'm trying to get up for you all. So hopefully you'll see it soon. I keep forgetting my lipstick. I'm so used to wearing my mask for so long. Yeah. Listen, now that I'm out in these streets, I've been using my lip balms like crazy. I'm so in love. Tomorrow, though, I am going to wear probably a lipstick. We'll see. It depends on, I'm yawning, probably need to go to sleep. It depends on how this all looks when I'm finished. If I use, like if I'm going to go in and do like a very bold eye look, then I might use one of the lip balms for the lips. or if I'm going to go with that bold lip and a neutral eye. Because I think with the black and the pink and all that, I don't want it to compete too much. But I'm thinking, yeah, I might want to do something funky with the eyes and then do like a neutral lip. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, so this was supposed to be for some videos. So maybe I will do a couple of shorts or something and put those in the can. Oh, actually, I do need to do a couple of news items that just popped up. So maybe I'll use this look for that and do that, and then edit these 2 videos, get them uploaded. One, I'm going to try to get up tonight so you can see it in the morning. And then the other, I'm going to do it for Saturday. So you have a video for Saturday. And then Sunday and Monday will probably be either short videos or shorts themselves up for you guys to do. So I'm trying to constantly like give you all content. We are 10 away from the next milestone. So hopefully we'll hit that soon. We'll hit that soon. Not a big milestone, but just, every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. As we, gear up to 5,500. Hopefully by the end of this quarter, we'll be at 5,500. And then my goal for 2024 is to hit 10K. So let's see if we can get there. I think we can. Yes. 5.4. Trying to get there. We're 10 away from 5.4. So hopefully we will make it. We will make it there. All right, babe. So that will be it for today. Whitney sung in my head. I love it. That's everything for today. I hope you enjoyed Bella After Dark. Don't forget to give these videos a thumbs up. Comment in the comment section. Let me know how you like it, what you want to see. Because we're still planning 2024 and there's still time to input whatever thoughts you might have of what you would like to see here on Brown Girl Bella. So I invite you to let me know what you want to see. Until next time, I'm sorry I'm not going to be with you on Sunday, but you will have a lot to do. And I'm hoping that I'm able to give you guys a freebie Friday tomorrow. So hopefully I'm working on it. So hopefully we'll have a freebie Friday. My last freebie Friday a few weeks ago, I just got it in myself. As you know, I try to get it myself as well, so that if ever you guys had any questions about anything, I could tell you. So it came in. It's the Josie Moran Get Even Sun Milk. It is a sunscreen, a mineral sunscreen, but it's also, it doesn't have any white cast because it's a mineral sunscreen. So I am hoping that I can share some things with you on that soon. So we'll be trying this out, but until we do, just to let you know, I got it in, and this is a full size. So for $12.95 shipping and handling, you get a substantial size. This is 4 fluid ounce. So really, really nice. And the product packaging is very cute as well. Here's what it looks like. SPF 33. Really nice. So it smells nice too. Smells good. All right, guys. Again, good night. I will talk to you all later. No Sunday sips this Sunday, but I will be around to give you, some content. And until then, you have now been Bellafied. Love you all for watching. Take care. See you soon. Bye.